Developing right here and right now tonight on Independence Mall, a piece of Philadelphia history was removed this afternoon by the federal government.
It didn't happen overnight, but about a year after President Trump broadly directed the National Park Service to remove or revise content seen as disparaging to the nation's founding fathers. Down came the panels detailing the history of the President's house in Philadelphia. The shadow side of that story, including an inconvenient truth. When George and Martha Washington moved from Mount Vernon to the nation's new capital, they brought with them 9 slaves. With strong disapproval from the community, many locals saw the teardown as an erasure of history.
I was very upset. So I felt as a resident of Philadelphia, I needed to come and see what had happened.
The site came out of protest of the black community to acknowledge enslavement in the most historic mile in the country.
The historic facts aren't contested. But as President Trump and his supporters defend whitewashing the past, many Americans see the danger in glorifying the founders and pretending we were always a colorblind nation. Liberty and slavery, 2 utterly incompatible moral foundations, were intertwined not only in the Constitution, but in the lives and choices of the men who framed it. One local Philadelphian, whose Quaker roots stretched back centuries, took action. Tom Sharpless created a historic preservation project documenting the President's house before the panels were removed, weaving them into an interactive virtual tour. His online panoramas allow viewers to navigate the historic site, zooming in to read each of the panels, clicking on nodes in sequence to feel the space. One such space, the foundation hole. It was an astonishing find when archaeologists discovered the kitchen had a basement, and in it, we see the outlines of the cramped spaces Washington's slaves would have had to make do.
A federal judge has ordered the Trump administration to restore a slavery-related exhibit at George Washington's former home in Philadelphia. In Philadelphia, National Park Service workers began restoring a slavery exhibit today at the site of George Washington's former residence.
That's it? Problem solved? Not exactly. After Judge Thomas Hardiman ordered the National Park Service to restore the panels, reports indicate that just over 24 of the 34 were returned. Roughly 8 to 10 remain absent, and it's telling which ones. The panels still withheld are those that confront the nation's history of enslavement. Caught in the crosshairs, the National Park Service can satisfy neither the directives coming from Washington nor the expectations of Philadelphians and all those who believe that we the people includes an honest reckoning with our past. This story is far from over. It speaks not only to Philadelphians, but to anyone who believes our shared history deserves to be told fully and without omission. It's the kind of unresolved struggle over memory and civic identity that merits national attention. Stand up, America, and speak out. Democracy also dies in silence.